Hey, it's sort of something different, but at the same time, it's familiar. This is the 16 karat gold tournament from wXw 2011. This was, uh, I believe, last month, uh, the 11th, 12th, and 13th. This is a big annual tournament held in Germany where they bring in wrestlers from Japan, like Ring of Honor, and just different promotions, Canada, Europe, lots of European wrestlers. It's a really fun tournament, and hopefully I can do it some justice with this review. You need to check it out. Okay, yes, I'm telling you what to do. Oh no, that was like a request. All right, Colt Cabana versus Zack Sabre Jr. was the opener in the wXw 16 karat gold tournament, day one. Yeah, Colt Cabana comes in. He's ready to have some fun. He's ready to party. He's Colt Cabana. Boom, boom, right? So yeah, Sabre Jr. also comes in to have some fun. This was fun. It's a very solid opener with all the groin stretches, purple nurples, and catch-as-catch-can wrestling you could ever want. We've got stiff strikes. The referee was incorporating this match a lot, but it worked, and I guess you can call this a threesome, and it was fun. 75%, good opener. Yeah, I recommend it. Like this whole show. All right, then we had wXw 16 karat gold round one. Sami Callihan versus Tommy End. Tommy End's a name that's gonna get you nowhere, pal. All right, Sami came out like a wrecking ball, a poorly attired wrecking ball with goofy hair. He got this shit started real fucking quick. At one point, N got the advantage, and he was choking Sami with his foot. You know, Kevin Nash just did a foot choke on the rope, right? And so one of the commentators brings up big sexy Kevin Nash, and the other one I think says, "Too sweet," which is hilarious, especially when German guys are saying it. It's kind of relevant because I don't know, these guys are wrestlers and they're talking about Kevin Nash. I mean, smart guy, but he's not a good wrestler. Never was. No sir. All right, so yeah, this match is pretty hilarious because of the commentary, but way too much, way too fast. I don't remember everything, but basically this was like watching a rundown trash bag version of Misawa versus Kobashi. Only instead of 30, 35 minutes, they did this in 13 or so. Way too many spots, like 1,000 false finishes, but the match was still only like 13 minutes, like I said. Jeez. I'm not giving this anything above like 55%. It was a lot of people would be entertained by it, but anyone who hates Davey Richards for spamming or taking too much punishment, yeah, get on Sami Callihan because he does that without any fucking technical build-up. Most of his matches. Just saying. Alright, then we got something that put me in a much better mood. El Generico, the generic luchador, versus Suzuki Kotaro from Pro Wrestling Noah. This is also a tournament match. It was very good actually, quite good. Just the right amount of offense towards the end, and the finishing stretch was intense. They didn't overdo it. Good stuff, 77%. Much better than the last match. Alright, then we had the main event of the show, the wXw Unified Championship match between Bad Bones, the challenger, and the champion Sekimoto Daisuke from Big Japan Pro Wrestling. Yeah. What can I say about this? Bad Bones basically he looks like the Warlord, only smaller, and he can wrestle. Okay, yeah, Bad Bones just a really bulky guy, a little short, but he can go and he's athletic. And at one point he does basically Kenny King's leg drop, where he bounces off the second rope and spins and does a leg drop, which may look easy to you, especially if you're a big guy. Not easy. the ropes don't just hold perfectly steady when you bounce off of them, obviously. When he hits this move, the rest of the commentator replies to "Sweet Jesus!" And it's really German and really fucking hilarious. I don't know if the guy was trying to make a joke, but it was funny. Yeah, this match was actually really awesome. A lot of stiffness and athleticism from bulky guys, head drops, and just crazy, crazy shit. This is a great feel-good match. It didn't go over the top. It just did the right amount of everything. Uh, yeah, Sekimoto wins it. Gets a 3 with the deadlift, I believe. And this schmuck, this jamoke, Johnny Moss comes out and challenges him to a world title match. He cuts some stupid, stupid promo. Sekimoto replies that tomorrow night, I will beat the shit out of you, which is great anytime the Japanese guys drop some English and profanity, Western style. Yeah, so that was the end of day 1, I believe. Then we had day 2. Colt Boom Boom Cabana kicked it off with Marty Scurll, who's basically Mr. Jersey Shore Europe. He's like the Jersey Shore guy, except for he's not a total D-bag. He's actually a not likable guy. He gets the whole crowd fist pumping. He's got his techno going off. It's good shit. Yeah, the match just really, really fun. Lots of classic World of Sport type stuff and a dance up. Oh shit! No fucking way! Dance up! You know, you had the German commentators making it even more fun. This is just amazing. Another German commentator thing. At one point, there's an old Johnny Saint spot where he kind of like curls up into a ball and he's like a spider hanging from a web, sort of. And wrestlers always try to get him, and they could never get him. And then when you least expect it, when you went to like grab him or something, pull you in, put you in a like like a hold or something. Okay, yeah, Party Marty's not quite Johnny Saint, so Colt Cabana flips him over, being a student of that style, and he's looking at his ass. Obviously, it's pretty obvious. He's just kind of pondering. He's like, Commentator puts up the most ridiculous suggestion ever, which I'm pretty sure is rape. Says, "Fuck him in the ass," or "fuck his ass," or something. And I'm just like, just like pissing myself at this point. Not literally, obviously. Colt Cabana goes back to the corner, and the crowd senses it. Ole, 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 ole. So Colt runs at him. Basically, think about Randy Orton's punt, only harder, and straight to the ass. Yeah, that was pretty entertaining. You get the flying asshole. And then one that I liked, the announcer had to dub it something a little different. Marty Scurll basically jumped at Colt Cabana in the corner, actually he did, and hit him in the face with his genitals, which the German commentator called Flying Penis, which just made this match even better. One of the funniest matches of all time. I'd rate this like gold, like comedy gold. Like this is just fucking untouchable. Not untouchable, the 7 referee match, but it's a great, great fun match. A lot of fun. If you don't enjoy it, fucking, ugh, you bitter asshole. You will enjoy it. Alright, yeah. Colt Cabana won this one. How most of those European style matches end. Quick pin after a series of combinations. I believe Colt won. Maybe he lost. I don't remember. It was fun. Alright, then we got Big Van Walter versus the UK, Mark Haskins. This was a tournament match, day 2. Walter is exactly as advertised, okay? He's big. Imagine lard ass from Stand By Me hit the gym and grew like 2 inches. Alright? That's Big Van Walter. Yeah, Haskins is awesome, but it's just the size and the ferocity and just Welter is too much for the Brit. Yeah, I was like 57%. It's a very solid match. Good match. All right, then we got my favorite wrestler of all time, Sami Callihan versus Sasaki Yoshihito. This is a tournament match on day 2. Basically, we had strong Oompa Loompa, strong New Jersey Oompa Loompa style, because Callihan looks like a fucking goofy Oompa Loompa, versus strong BJ. Wait a minute. Didn't China give X-Pac one of those? Yeah, so Sasaki was really good. Stiff. Callihan was stiff too. This match is way too short. I don't believe Callihan beating Sasaki, but it happened, and Sami advanced 50%. Crowd loves Sami. The crowd loves you, even if you're not even a top 5 on the friggin' regular roster. I guess you win. All right. Then we had Shiozaki Go versus Suzuki Kotaro. Day 2 tournament match. Round 2 of the tournament. This is the All Noah match. Pretty fucking good stuff here. I thought that match was a bit rocky the first 4 or 5 minutes, but it continued to get better and better as it progressed, and just the finishing stretch was fucking awesome. Shiozaki pulled out a very rare move, Space Go Flasher. You got a no fucking way chant. So yeah, commentators are good. It's like 78%. Very solid match. Very good. Okay, then we had a match a lot of people considering match of the tournament. Davey Richards versus Zack Sabre Jr. wXw 16 karat gold tournament, day 2. Great fucking match here. Sabre Jr. reminds me of Christian Bale's portrayal of former boxer Dickie Eklund. He's charming, he's sweet, he's entertaining, he's super skinny, and he looks cracked out. Seriously. Sabre Jr. looks like a male Daisy Hayes. I mean, I'm sure he's clean, but holy fuck. Somebody should be throwing the eat a sandwich chance at that guy. Alright, yeah, I wanted Zack to win. I really wanted him to win. Davey kicked the ever-loving shit out of him, and Sabre took it good. And then they were really competitive the further the match went on, just like submission exchanges and all that. Sabre could not handle Davey Richards. It was just too much. And yeah, just like 80%. I hope to see a lot more Zack Sabre Jr. Alright, then we had the wXw Unified Championship, the main event of day 2. Sekimoto Daisuke versus Johnny Moss. I never knew really anything about Johnny Moss prior to this tournament, except for that he can't cut a fucking promo. But yeah, I just figured he came out to Stranglehold. Like, he's got to be awesome for that, and that's all he's awesome for. The German commentators outdid themselves when they quoted New Kids on the Block. Well, Sekimoto was breaking down Moss, I believe. They said, step by step, ooh baby. You got balls to quote New Kids on the Block and you're a man? Fucking brilliant. Alright, yeah, I don't think they admit sober people into the house, including the announcers, but the commentators, but just a great match. Or good match, sorry, great commentating. Johnny Moss, I don't know, maybe think of another career, bud. Alright, then we had Davey Richards versus Sami Callihan, the Masters of No Selling. I don't know. They're not no selling. Davey sells good, so does Sami. They just avoid it when it's convenient. Alright, this was a semifinal match, and it was very short, very hard hitting, like every other Sami Callihan match in this tournament. He's just not as great as the German fans think he is. Davey Richards is much better. 59%. Sami wins. Ooh, shocker. Alright, then we had Shiozaki Go versus Big Van Welter. wXw 16 karat gold tournament semifinal. The winner goes to the finals and faces Sami Callihan. The new horror. This is just, I really, 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 really fucking love this match. Yeah, you know, they made it known pretty early on that Walter was, you know, He's bigger and he's stronger. But Shiozaki also let it be known that he'll hit just as hard, if not harder, than Walter. Yeah, but by the time Go got Walter off his feet with a scoop slam, just really well done. Just, I haven't popped like that for a scoop slam since fucking Andre got slammed, I think. Yeah. The exchanges were stiff and cringeworthy, which in a good way, unlike Sami Callihan. Go did all he could, including a big-ass Leto! And the Fisherman Buster, which is disgusting being hit on such a large man like Walter. Just, yeah, it wasn't enough. Walter, top rope splash and a big, huge powerbomb, folds him up, gets the win at not 80% maybe? Yeah, it's a good match. Then we had the wXw Unified Championship, the challenger, the generic luchador, El Generico, versus the champion, Sekimoto Daisuke. This was not the main event for once, the title match. This is a tournament with main event. Alright, the Generico was announced as 5 foot 12 inches tall, which is obviously 6 feet, so that's pretty hilarious. Yeah, Generico outquicks and outwits Sekimoto early on, and then he's caught in a good old-fashioned shit your pants and forget your name, scoop, power body slam, yeah, pretty brutal stuff. Sekimoto knows how to apply moves properly, Bret Hart. Just like Bret Hart. Alright, yeah, Generico displayed true fighting spirit, taking the worst beating of the tournament, I would say. Just took everything you can imagine, and it's believable with Generico. Because he looks like he almost died. Just great stuff. Generico definitely has the fighting spirit, and yeah, he just didn't have enough to put up the win against Sekimoto. 82%. Match of the tournament so far. Until this match. Leaders of the new school, Marty Scurll and Zack Sabre Jr. versus Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly. Holy shit. This match is great from the word go. Just Cole and Sabre Jr. kind of had like like a prior kind of feud. And it made for some stiffness, and it wasn't just a competitive match. There was more to it, like, I hate you, kind of. The double team maneuvers were really well executed by both teams. Cole and O'Reilly were basically Indian deathlock to each other, and Scurll had, O'Reilly in the camel clutch, and Sabre had Cole. It was the other way around. Anyway, it was really cool. Double camel clutch. And the announcers freaked out. Double camel clutch? All that? Alright, yeah. Cole and O'Reilly healed it up. But basically, all you need to know is the last 10 minutes of this match. You can't really describe. Just, oh my god! Joey Styles style. Because it was just, literally the last full 10 minutes of the match are just all out fucking balls to the walls. Balls to the wall. Sorry, not walls. Ew. Just great match. Leaders of the new school. Great team. Cole and O'Reilly. Great team. Alright, then obviously a match that could not follow it no matter how much Sami Callihan tried. Big Van Walter tried harder, I'd say. wXw 16 karat gold final, what it's all about. Sami Callihan versus Big Van Walter. Just Sami's very over. Walter is obviously hated by about 95% of the crowd because they love Sami. It made good though. The crowd made this really good. Also, Sami is a lot smaller than Walter, which I liked because they used that a lot. They used that well. Walter just completely dominated this match, controlled almost all of it, probably 80%. And he slammed Sami on the apron and threw him into the friggin' staging and into the ring post and military pressed them through a merchandise table. Just really brutal stuff. Sami makes it into the ring at about 9 3/4. Like, he just got in there. Yeah, this match it was mostly Walter, but at the end it was all Sami. Took out the legs, hit him with a stiff strike, stretch muffler, all that. I didn't necessarily believe Sami winning this, but seeing is believing, I guess. Just your winner and 2011 wXw 16 karat gold tournament winner, Sami Callihan. Sami cut a promo. He'll do the best he can. Not bad for a fat kid from some boring ass place. Just really, I don't know. It was kind of compelling stuff. Sami just whatever. His matches don't really look different. Uh, yeah, he's what Bret Hart says Flair is, which Flair is not. All right, I hope everyone enjoyed this thoroughly. wXw 16 karat gold tournament, German commentary, great comedy matches, great wrestling. Just check this out. It's something very different. I recommend pro wrestling fans as well as indie and European wrestling fans, just fans of old school pro wrestling. Everyone should check this out. Uh, Almost nothing went overkill except for Sami Callihan stuff. So. Yeah, overall, I gotta give the show like a 9 out of 10. Leaders of the New School versus Colin O'Reilly is fucking great, like 84%, man. Like, definitely, it's gonna end up in my top 10 matches of the year, probably. But this year's pretty strong already, I think. A lot of people disagree. All right, gonna watch some Japanese wrestling eventually. I got other stuff to do. Yeah, you guys have a good time and keep on rocking in the free world. Neil Young, more Nardwar. Okay, yeah, this has been my video. I'm trying to get it to exactly 22 minutes.